My name is Tammy, and welcome back to Shea Butter Ventures. And today we're venturing into the world of direct hire versus recruitment agencies. So, we're not going to talk too much about recruitment agencies. We talked about them in the last video. Today, we're just going to be contrasting direct hire versus recruitment and giving a little bit more information on direct hire. If you do have some questions about recruitment agencies, you can check out my last video and I'll have that link down. Recruitment agencies pay for a lot of things. They're usually used by people who don't want to spend too much money or for various reasons. Maybe you like the benefits of your recruitment agency, maybe you like the bonuses of your recruitment agency. Direct hire is becoming more popular now because with the recruitment agency, you're hired by the recruitment agency. So the hospital will pay you through the recruitment agency, and you only get paid what the recruitment agency pays you, what it's agreed upon by the recruitment agency, which means you're not guaranteed the same bonuses of regular hospital staff, you're not guaranteed the same pay as regular hospital staff, and you're not guaranteed pretty much anything that regular hospital staff gets with a recruitment agency. But it also depends on your recruitment agency, which is why I said in the last video, you really have to do research on a recruitment agency. I've heard people who got really burned because they didn't do enough research. But moving on. So with direct hire, you're hired directly by the hospital. That's the biggest difference. So the same benefits that that hospital nurse gets, you get. The same pay that that hospital nurse gets, you get. But it's more based on experience. So recruitment agencies, basically the only thing they require is that you have 1 year experience. Some don't even require experience, but pretty much everyone in that state or with that recruitment agency is going to be getting paid the same thing. They don't really look at experience. Experience does not raise your salary. Experience does not improve your benefits. Experience does not help with personal time off, none of that. But with direct hire, the hospital takes into consideration your experience. They take into consideration numerous amount of things, and they will change your pay based on that experience. They will make you an offer based on that experience. So if you're a nurse who has a lot more experience, maybe direct hire will be better for you. There is not a lot of direct hire agencies. From what I know, there's only like two. That would be Kinetics and Worldwide Health Staff Solutions. So what these two agencies would do is you contact them, you reach out to them, you send them your resume, maybe you tell them what state it is you're looking for. I know when I went to the direct hire agencies, I just asked them if they had the state that I really wanted. None of them did. None of them had any of the states I really wanted in the area that I wanted, and that is one of the cons of the direct hire agency. If they don't have a hospital in your area, then there's nothing really they could do. Another major con of the direct hire agencies is that you pay a lot more money on the front end. Direct hire agencies do reimburse you for some things, but it's not the agency actually. The hospital through the direct hire agency will reimburse you for some things, and obviously that depends on the hospital. So it is all relative. When that hospital sends you a contract, you need to read the contract, and you do not just need to only focus on the pay. You have to see what it is that you're gonna have to pay for ahead of time. Maybe you have to pay for lawyer fees by yourself. Maybe they don't cover your medical, which recruitment agencies don't cover your medical either, but medicals can be very expensive. So you need to consider that, especially depending on how much family members you have. Um, you have to pay for your visa screen by yourself. You have to pay for your plane ticket by yourself. You have to factor in luggage. Maybe they don't give you a housing allowance when you first get there. So rent is a factor when you first get it. More than likely, you're gonna have to pay the first month's rent by yourself. You have to pay all of the connection fees by yourself. Um, Transport. I don't know if they do work along with international auto source, which is another video. But if they don't, then you have to worry about getting a car. Um, Maybe they probably don't help you with the car. What you have to remember is when you go through a direct hire, when you go through the path of direct hire, they're treating you like you're already in the US. The only thing they're really doing is sponsoring your green card. All of that money, extra money, you have to come up with that by yourself. That's one of the benefits of a recruitment agency, not a direct hire agency. So maybe you're not going to get an arrival bonus. Maybe you're not going to get a housing bonus. maybe you're not even going to get a bonus just for having your NCLEX on. If you do get a bonus, instead of it being like $2,000 or $3,000 like it is in a recruitment agency, maybe it's only going to be like $500, which doesn't really help you much on the front end. But recruitment agencies, they help people who help you, who help your spouse look for a job, who help your children research schools for children, who help you look for an apartment. If you need more help, that is something to consider with direct hire. So when you go to Kinetics or when you go to Worldwide Health Staff and you send them your resume, they then reach out to the hospitals that you might be interested in, and the hospitals read your resume and review it, and then they go to Kinetics and Worldwide Health Staff and tell them that they're interested in a job interview for you. Um, I spoke to my friend who went through direct hire, and what she does recommend is that you guys, if you try to go through direct hire, keep all of your job interviews within 1 month so that you could get all of your offers around the same time. Um, she said they really only gave her probably maybe like a week or two to accept the job offer or decline the job offer, probably even less time than that. So if you split up all your job interviews, then one hospital might actually end up offering you more than the next hospital, but you wouldn't know because you already accept the hospital's offer. And once you sign the contract, same thing with recruitment agencies, that's pretty much it. The contract is signed, you can't go back. So try to group all of your job interviews together, try to get all of your offers together, review them. Do not accept your first offer with direct hire. With certain states, you could actually go online, you could see the wage that a nurse for that state usually would get. Go based on that wage. If you think they're underpaying you, then go higher. Like I said, especially for nurses who have like um 5 and 10, especially like 10 years and above experience, you set the pace, especially with direct hire. That's the hospital that's hiring you. Overall, I would say weigh your pros and your cons. Um, Direct hire, while they offer, and I really want to stress this point, usually more money, because I know someone who was offered the same amount of money that I was offered for the same state. So like if the state basically pays their nurses the same thing that a recruitment agency is going to pay their nurses, then it makes sense for you to decide either or. Um, However, it really depends on where you want to go and your years of experience. So if you know you want to go to New York or you know you want to go to California, prevailing wage or set pay is not going to cut it. Maybe direct hire be better for you. And you get to maneuver a bit more. You know for a fact that you're going to end up in whatever state you want to. With recruitment agencies, yeah, you can turn down a job offer, but it's always like the what if, what is my next job offer? You're not sure about what the next job offer is. But with direct hire, when you tell Kinetics or Worldwide Health Staff what state it is that you want, then if they have job openings and you know that's the state you're going to get. So that's also one of the benefits of that. If you guys have any other questions on direct hire or recruitment agencies that you feel like haven't covered, you can leave them down in the description box below, or you can send me an Instagram message, same handle, Shea Butter Ventures, and I am now on TikTok at Shea Butter Ventures 25. So if you could follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I would really appreciate it. And as always, if you could subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, I would really appreciate it as well. That's it for today. Thank you for returning to Shea Butter Ventures and happy venturing.